Green Bay has scored on a touchdown run by Grant and a punt return of 57 yards. The Raiders got on the board moments ago on a 25-yard touchdown pass to Jerry Porter. 14-7 Green Bay.
Texas Rangers, our jurisdiction, wherever we happen to be.
I'm a boy fighter. I need opponents to match me.
Get off my step.
The mini-series event of the year.
Boys up, Comanche, they're good, Helm. Cut it off!
Comanche Moon, world television premiere, CBS Sunday, January 13th. The Amazing Race teams get Wet and Wild. All new episodes, CBS tonight after 60 minutes.
Introducing live micro radar, only on News Channel 3. Now see into the storm with live 3D radar imagery. You've never seen anything like this before. And it's only on News Channel 3. Taking action to keep you safe. For real-time traffic conditions, visit WTKR.com.
Are you going to kill someone tonight? Drunk drivers do every night. Drunk driving. Over the limit, under arrest.
I'm Philip Forgett, candidate for Congress, and I approve this ad. I served my country in Iraq as a naval reservist. I served my community as a public school teacher. I'm not a career politician. We need to bring an end to the Iraq War and bring a veteran's perspective to Congress. If you want real change, you have to choose something different. I'm a veteran and a teacher, not a career politician. It's your choice. I'm Philip Forgett.
Cuba, try this new Comfort Soft waistband. It's really comfortable. And Jay. Michael, thanks for the underwear. I'm wearing your underwear! That you gave me to wear.
The Comfort Soft waistband, tagless and wrapped in cotton. Only from Hanes.
Oh!
Join me every weekday morning for live traffic updates.
CBS Sports presents the Sprint Halftime Report. Sprint, proud sponsor and avid fans of the NFL.
And welcome to the Sprint Halftime in New York. I'm James Brown, along with my guys, Dan, Coach Cowher, Shannon, Sharpe, Boomer Esiason, and a score at the halftime. Packers on top 14-7. Green Bay can clinch the division title with the win or a tie, or a Lions loss or a tie. But we'll see what happens as we roll along. Meanwhile, Chargers at the Titans. Coach.
Well, after handing the ball off right here, Vince Young is going to get run into, or he's going to run into Shane Merriman. Is injured on the play. Vince will come back in, and he will finish the half. And there's a lot of injuries going on in this game. Watch this. After this pitch by Phillip Rivers to LT. Antoine Odom gets blocked into him. Billy Bullock comes in. Now Rivers has been on the sideline. But I'll tell you, Albert Haynesworth, what an impact he's had in this game. San Diego has only got 65 yards of total offense in the first half.
Chargers can clinch the West with the win and a Denver loss. Panthers and Jaguars. Shannon.
David Garrard back to pass. Reggie Williams. 2 hits. Can't bring him down. 22-yard touchdown, and watch the Jacksonville boardwalk. Now walk it out.
10-3, Jags on top in that one. Meanwhile, Texans and Buccaneers both.
All right, Sage Rosenfeld's in for the injured Matt Schaub. Here he goes to Andre Johnson, wide receiver screen. Shade Rosenfeld's already 16 of 21, 127 yards, and 2 TDs right here. He's going to get stripped by White of the defensive end of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And back comes Ernest Graham right up the middle. This is a pretty entertaining game, guys, as Sage Rosenfeld is going to throw his second touchdown pass to Kevin Walters. Back and forth they go, 14-7, halftime, Houston up.
Bucks win their division, the NFC South, with a win. Meanwhile, boys in line, Shannon.
T.J. Duckett, 32 yards. You see Roy Williams, anytime he's on the field, there's a chance for the other team to score. 7-0 Detroit. DeMarcus Ware runs over Jeff Backus. Slam John Kittner. Gene Washington don't want to talk to you, DeMarcus. And Kevin Endzone Jones gets into the end zone, 20-7 at this point. The Barber of Seville, 8-yard touchdown, his second of the day, 2014 Detroit. They've scored on every possession today, JB.
Barber needs the cut, though. Barber needs the haircut, does he not? Anyway, yes, Lions on top by 6. Bill.
Early in this game, Don McNabb, who's back after getting 14 sacks last time, finds Brian Westbrook. Brian Westbrook takes us in from 18 yards. He's got 80 to 127 yards. But watch this. Ruben Jerome breaks through the line. Watch this play by Brian Dawkins. He stops him at the 1-yard line and holds New York to a field goal. Only 2 field goals for New York. 7-6 Philadelphia at the half.
Oh, boy. Guess who's reading the highlights over the Dolphins and Bills?
Yeah, and the Dolphins here is getting worse in Buffalo. Trent Edwards here. He finds Robert Royal up the middle of the field. No one touches him. 28-yard touchdown. That put Buffalo up by 14. Then John Beck, well, he whiffs this pass, and it goes into George Wilson's hands. He takes it 20 yards for a touchdown, and what can you say? Buffalo's rolling all over the Dolphins.
21 points off the turnovers. Boom! Oh, here's the only highlight of this game right here. Rudy Johnson finds the end zone. They're up 10-0. Lousy weather, lousy game, but at least the Bengals fans have something to cheer about.
All right, folks, a reminder that coming up today, doubleheader day, Pittsburgh at New England. Most of you will see. Others will see the Jets and the Browns in Kansas City and Denver. Ben Roethlisberger, former JV, top-tier quarterback, career record as a starter, 43-15. He'll need an excellent game today as they play the Patriots in New England.
Well, Ben Roethlisberger is going to have to be good today, fellas. We all know that. No turnovers because New England always takes advantage of those turnovers.
If his uniform is as clean as his shirt, they'll be just fine.
In New England without a coat at that. All right, folks, coming up after football tonight on 60 Minutes, a profile of Chargers running back LaDainian Tomlinson, who's fulfilling a promise that he made to his mom a long time ago.
Back in grade school, he promised to give his mother a big house, and now she's living in it.
Told her, actually,
yes, he did.
When we were kids, I wrote a letter to her and told her I would get her a house like this. How old was I, Mom? Probably about 8 years old or so.
You were able to write, even though it was hard to understand. You know, you have an awful bad handwriting, but yeah.
Awful bad. Mom's is tough, is she not? All right, folks, and you can see the entire interview tonight on 60 Minutes. All right, folks, we're going to take you back out for the second half of that game between Green Bay and Oakland. We'll see who has the best handwriting up here. We'll do all of that after this.
CBS Sports presents the Sprint Halftime Report. Sprint, proud sponsor and avid fans of the NFL.
Lewis with the screen, lets it go. Got it!
And throw. Get out of my way, and it's time.
Is this the dagger?
It passes to Ewing. Patrick Ewing.
Alabama has won!
Play Sprint Speed Fantasy against the NFL Today team for a chance to win $5,000 at the end of the season. Visit cbssports.com/sprint. Get your Sprint Speed Fantasy.
Hey, Vito. Hey, yo. Want cheesesteak? Hold up. Hey, Pop. Cheesesteak. Coming on. What? Yeah. Yo, we got burgers. You want some burger? What did you want, a burger? Get the cheesesteak.
Get the cheesesteak.
Yeah. They're both good. Forget about it. Drop the phone. What do you want, cheesesteak or you want a burger? Hey, what's he want? Burger. Hey, Pop, he wants a cheesesteak and a burger on $1. What does he want? We do that? We don't do that. We don't do that.
The Philly Cheesesteak Thick Burger, back at Hardee's.
To battle the Texans.
Broncos going against Kubiak, one of their old coaches. Could be some shenanigans. Fake punts, flea flickers, sleight of hand. What if Kubiak tries to ice Denver's kicker? Can't Shanahan's own kicker. The guy invented the late ice. Speaking of ice, that's a nice looking T-neck you got there. What's that, Ultra Suede? Looks like it's got a thick nap to it. Sharpe.
The Broncos battled the Texans in Houston. The Bengals head west to take on the Niners. See them both live on NFL Network.
CBS Sports presents the Sprint Halftime Report. Sprint, proud sponsor and avid fans of the NFL.
Late first half touchdown pass by the Raiders has made it 14-7 Green Bay at halftime. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
James Woods stars in a brand new episode of Sharpe tonight on CBS. Something strange happens to people this time of year. They look for reasons to buy a new Toyota. We call it the Toyotathon phenomenon. The celebration is on. Get 1,000 cash back on 08 Corollas or financing from 2.9% APR. Or lease Corolla for just $149 a month for 36 months with $24.99 due at signing. There's never been a better time to get the new Toyota you've always wanted or needed. needed. Hurry in. The Toyotathon phenomenon is going on now.
Cuba, try this new Comfort Soft waistband. It's really comfortable. MJ. Michael, thanks for the underwear. I'm wearing your underwear. That you gave me to wear.
The Comfort Soft waistband, tagless and wrapped in cotton, only from Hanes.
Oh.
Taste all your favorites times 3. It's Papa's Holiday Trio from Papa John's. 3 medium pizzas loaded with unlimited toppings for just $7 each. All your favorite toppings on 3 medium pizzas, just $7 each. Just call, carry out, or click papajohns.com. Plus, give the gift that really delivers, a Papa John's gift card.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
For the latest breaking news, visit WTKR.com.
His name is David Letterman, and comedy is his game. His quick wit and clever delivery defy belief. The Late Show, Mondays on CBS.
Life is busy, but some people seem to get more done than others. Multitaskers. They found a way to do several things all at once. And when the Palm Central was designed, Sprint thought of these people. Then we gave it Sprint speed. You can email, text, chat, go online so fast. People may wonder how many of you there really are.
Introducing the Palm Centro, only from Sprint, on the fastest national mobile broadband network.
That is our halftime score from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, as the Packers lead the Raiders by 7. A reminder, this game is brought to you today in high definition here on CBS. Beautiful Lambeau, 19 degrees. Packers have driven into Raider territory 4 times today. They come up with 7 points.
Yeah, that's been a little frustrating, but as the weather starts to change and become a factor here in Green Bay, you're seeing more of an emphasis from Mike McCarthy in this offense on the running game. Brian Grant, 18 carries for 90 yards in the first half. That was key.
Let's take a look at some of our highlights from the first half. The Raiders getting on the board late. It began with Green Bay, Brian Grant, 6-yard touchdown run. Then a 57-yard punt return by Will Blackman. He stepped out of bounds. It was not challenged by the Raiders. Then just before the end of the first half, Jerry Porter was jousting with Al Harris and comes up with a touchdown that brought the Raiders to within 7 at halftime and through 30 minutes of football here in Green Bay. Here are some of the numbers.
Yeah, it's a pretty close game, and you know, it wasn't looking very good for the Raiders there in the first half, but Josh McCown made a couple key throws down the stretch, the big one to Tim Dwight, and of course the touchdown to Jerry Porter that really got him back in this football game.
Rich, every month in the NFL season has a different feel. For instance, November feels different than September, and certainly I'm certain that December feels different than October. They have a different character all their own.
Well, you know what, particularly for a team like Green Bay, that the playoffs are so much a part of this season and the preparation. I think what happens in December is everything gets screwed down a little bit tighter in terms of your film study, in terms of the attention to detail at practice, in terms of the effort and energy that you put into it, and because it's so important. Each game means so much down the stretch.
So much was made of the left shoulder injury to Brett Favre, the right elbow. For a quarterback, how important is a right-handed throwing quarterback and that left shoulder in his throwing motion?
Well, everybody always talks about his arm strength, and what you should really look at are his entire mechanics in the throwing motion. I mean, he uses his left arm as well as anybody, his torso, you know, his legs, and this is really where he generates so much of that extra torque and his velocity on his throws. But I tell you what, he is the ultimate competitor.